is K0PRB. For anyone interested, I have an iPhone, and there is an app called Repeater Book, and it gets updated now and then, and still today, and it's very handy to have. So it'll tell you what repeaters are within a certain radius. You can set the radius as to what you want. So I think that's a good thing to have on your iPhone. K0PRB.
PRB, this is UTW, KE0UTW. I've also been using that app. I just discovered it, and I've been using it quite a bit with a long road trip cross country, and use that app to talk to a lot of interesting folks across the country. So I would also highly recommend that app.
It's also for Android, and it's the same name, and I use it constantly too. KE0MQA.
Well, there you go. There you go. It is out there, so just thought I'd let everybody know who haven't been using it anyway. Good to know. K0PRB.
Thanks for that, Phil. I appreciate that. I need to get that. Well, I better start off here. Colorado. This is Kilo Delta Zero, Tango Yankee Uniform. My name is Joe. I'm located in Loveland, and I'll be net control for this evening on the Colorado Amateur Radio Club net. The purpose of the net is to promote a forum for announcements of amateur radio-related events. A meeting time on the air to encourage social interaction between club members, and also to provide you a point of contact for club board members. This net may be interrupted at any time for emergencies or priority traffic. If you need to use the system for an emergency, please say the word break, give your call sign, and we will acknowledge you and suspend the net until you've advised us that you are clear. Are there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? That's a good thing, especially tonight. All licensed amateur operators with 70 centimeter privileges are encouraged to check in tonight. The club membership, of course, is encouraged, but not required to be able to participate in the net. I'm going to stop there for a minute. If there's anyone out there, I'm going to kind of go off script here for a second. If there's anyone out there that needs any traffic information or anything like that during the net, please break in and let us know, because we are here to help you tonight. Please do that. Remember, this net is not that structured that we can't help anybody out there, so please do that. This net will begin as a directed net, and then it will shift into an open net. There will be opportunities with stations with equipment who have particular items for sale to be able to announce those particular items. And check-in is requested for the purpose of participation, and no checkout is ever required. Once all stations have checked in, Net Control will ask club board members if they have any announcements. And then we'll call for any other announcements from any other operators. Please be courteous once the formal part of the net is over, and allow break-ins from other stations also to be part of the conversation. When checking in, please give your call sign slowly using the ITU phonetic alphabet. This evening we have had 19 early check-ins. I'll now take check-ins from club board members. Club board members who have not checked in earlier, please call now.
Good evening, Joe in the net. This is Whiskey Zero, Delta Delta Zulu, Dave and Greeley, Club PAO. No traffic.
Good evening, Joe. N0 EMP, Greg, Fort Collins, member at large with the wife, Debbie, K0DBE, no traffic.
would like to welcome W0DDZ, Dave, N0EMP with his lovely wife, K0DBE, Debbie. Anyone else? Club board members, call now. Okay, let's open this up to club members. Club members who've not checked in earlier, please call now.
Kilo Golf 6, Uniform Delta Tango, Ed and Bertha, no traffic.
Good evening, Internet. Kilo 8, Golf Echo, Jerry in Fort Collins.
Whiskey 0 Delta Alpha Sierra, W0DAS, Dave in Fort Collins.
Okay, let's open this up to club members, visitors, board members, anybody who wants to check in, please call now. Alpha for Zulu.
Kilo Delta 0 Quebec Bravo Michael in Windsor.
Alpha India 7 Papa Mike Phil in Cheyenne, AI 7 p.m.
Good evening, my good friend Michael in Windsor. And Phil, how is Cheyenne tonight?
A good portion of it has blown down your way. Just look out the window and you'll probably see it going by.
Is that where that came from? Good to know. Thank you, sir. Anyone else want to check in, please call.
Good evening, Joe. Kilo 8, Golf Echo, Jerry in Fort Collins. I'm not sure you got me on first round.
Kilo 8, Echo, yes, Jerry, I got you, GEE. Thank you very much for checking in. Anyone else want to check in? Visitors, whatever.
A quick question from AI 7 p.m.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I overheard a while ago you guys mentioning Channel 18. Has Lee Hill filled in the slot where we canceled the previous Channel 18? AI 7 p.m.
That is correct. Actually, we canceled that channel. We just actually reinstated that. And we also, this isn't up there, but we do have another one that is on a draft, which includes the new or the DMR channels, which we'll explain at the club meeting here coming up. But the one that's on there now is, yes, 18, the 447-750.
Yeah, we'll wait till after Saturday to update. Thanks, AI 7 p.m.
Well, we're just approving it through our steering team, and all we've done, if you can look up there, there's 44 channels, and all we've done is we've added, if I remember right, there's 4 or 5. Maybe there's not that many for the DMR channels, and the only thing we're going to do is kind of explain what those DMR channels are if you're not used to it.
Raj, AI 7.
They don't have any offsets. They don't have any tones. You know, it's just a totally different bailiwick, and we don't want to confuse too many people without at least telling them what we're talking about. Okay, any more check-ins? Check-ins. Please call now.
This is BJ in Frederick, Colorado, KE0UNK. I just listening in for a little bit.
KE0UNK, I think it was, is that correct?
November, Charlie, Coal Creek Canyon, K4NYN.
Okay, I doubled with everybody here. There was somebody from Frederick, I think it was KE0UNK, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. KE0UNK, Frederick, Colorado.
And what's your name, please?
This is BJ.
BJ. I'm glad to hear you in there. Somebody else was in there after you. Come back, please.
Kilo 4, November, Yankee, November, Charlie, Coal Creek Canyon, K4NYN.
Good evening, Charlie. How much snow you guys got up there?
About 18 inches, I think, but it's hard to tell because most of it's come down sideways, and you can find anywhere from 3 feet to 2 inches depending on where you look.
Well, they say it's coming from Wyoming. I don't know. That's what he says. So, thank you, sir, for checking in. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. Okay, let's move on to board announcements. I think Steve said he didn't have any, and the other two did say he didn't. The thing I've got is this coming weekend. It's supposed to be 50 degrees on Saturday, so good time to have a club meeting. We will be again at the Golden Corral here in Loveland, and our meeting will start at 9 o'clock. And we are going to talk about DMR. We have Rob coming in who's my boss in Aries, and we are going to kind of implement a little bit about DMR, but this doesn't mean that someone who isn't part of Aries can't come and learn. All comers are fine. Like I say, we have breakfast around 8 o'clock or so. The place opens about 7:30, and we will start our meeting at about 9. And about 9:30, I'm hoping to have Rob up there to do that. Any questions? Are there any other announcements or anything for the club? Please call now. W0DDZ, are you still in there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Would you like to announce what you're going to talk about on Monday?
Oh yeah, the TechNet, I am planning on doing soldering. So if you guys want to get in on that conversation and get some or give some knowledge about soldering, we'd love to have you guys on the Monday TechNet. W0DDZ, back to net.
And LCK, Mike, do you want to talk about your storm chasing deal at the end of the month?
Roger, that is KE0LCK. The 2019 Skywarn training is going to be held in Fort Collins at the Police Services Department, which is 2221 South Timberline Road, Fort Collins. It starts at 9 o'clock. The first portion is the National Weather Service Skywarn training. If you haven't had that, you end up getting a Skywarn reporting number, which is essential to call into them. The second part will be our amateur radio portion, where you can learn the ins and outs of using the radio to go out storm spotting and call into our net control people. As Steve reminds me, while it says lunch is provided, we don't charge for the class. We don't have any dues in the organization. So for the lunch, we ask for a small donation of $5 for the pizza. Back to net.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that, Mike. I do have one other announcement. WWV100.com are looking, what this is, if you were not familiar with this, I think we've explained enough, but let's hit it up one more time. WWV is having its 100th anniversary in October, and NCARC is actually having a net, or I won't call it a net, but anyway, we're going to and we need help. We're going to run this thing 24/7 for, I think, 7 days. And if you'd like to sign up for the application to basically help us out with that particular thing on radio, we'll have teams of 2. Go to WWV100.com, and if there's an application there you fill out, and it'll be sent into, I'm assuming it'll be going to Darren and Dave and anybody else, maybe even James too, and you'll hear back from them. So any questions about that or anything else we've talked about tonight? Are there any other announcements about anything? Please call now. Okay, well, this will conclude the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Net. The net lasted 15 minutes, and we actually had 32 check-ins. It helps, I guess, to know. We had a lot of people tonight. Thank you very much for checking in. And that, again, will occur next Wednesday night. We'll start taking over check-ins at 6 o'clock. So if there's no other things from this, the repeater is open for general use. This is KD0TYU going to be clear.
LCK.
Go ahead.
KD0LCK. You skipped over the for sale stuff. I just happened to have a TYT MD217 2017. It's a dual band with DMR and GPS for sale. Has the programming cable, optional detachable microphone. It's about 9 years old, and it has a charger. And I'll throw in the Rocky Mountain Ham modified code plug for $100. That can be yours. Information is on the webpage under for sale items.
I'm sorry, Mike. Thanks.
Not a problem.
Anybody else have anything for sale or something they're looking for? Go ahead now. Okay, well, thanks for everybody checking in. This is Katie's with TYU. Going to be clear. 73 to y'all. Stay warm.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.